Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. মই অনুৰাগ শৰ্মা আপোনালোক সকলোকে পুনৰবাৰ স্বাগতম জনাইছো মোৰ YouTube চেনেলটোলৈ। আজি মই আপোনালোকৰ সন্মুখত এটা নতুন ভিডিঅ'লৈ উপস্থিত হৈছো আৰু আজিৰ ভিডিঅ'টো ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিবলৈ ওলাইছো মডাৰ্ণ ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰী পাৰ্ট 6 টো। ইয়াৰ আগতে 5টা পাৰ্ট দিয়া হৈ গ'ল। আজি পাৰ্ট 6 টো আৰম্ভ কৰিবলৈ ওলাইছো। ইয়াতে 125টা MCQs আছে। এটো লাষ্ট পাৰ্ট হয় আৰু লগতে আগৰ ভিডিঅ'ছ গিটা যদি আপোনালোকে ভিউ কৰি চাব বিচাৰে তেতিয়াহ'লে মই এখন সেপাৰেট প্লেলিষ্ট ক্ৰিয়েট কৰি থৈছো ভিডিঅ'ছ অন MCQs বুলি। সেই প্লেলিষ্টখনৰ লিংকটো এই ভিডিঅ'টোৰ ডেছক্ৰিপশ্যনত প্ৰভাইড কৰিম। তো আপোনালোকে সেই লিংকত গৈ পেলাই আগৰ ভিডিঅ'ছবোৰ চাব পাৰিব। নট অনলি ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰীৰ ভিডিঅ'ছ, বাকী অন্য MCQsৰ ছাবজেক্ট ৱাইজ ভিডিঅ'ছো তাত এভেইলেবল আছে। আপোনালোকে প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰিব পাৰিব ছ' ডেট কম্পিটিভ এক্সামছবিলাক এটেম্প কৰাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আপোনালোকৰ যাতে হেল্পফুল হয়। তো আহক আজিৰ ভিডিঅ'টো ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰোঁ। মডাৰ্ণ ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰী পাৰ্ট 6, কুৱেশ্যন নম্বৰ 501 to 625. So question number 501, who had observed that good government was never a good substitute for self-government? Are you correct answer to option C, Swami Dayananda. Question number 502, Hindu-Muslim unity had been preferably reflected in the dash movement. Are you correct answer to option C, Khilafat movement. Question number 503, the Home Rule Society, popularly called India House, had been established in London to promote the cause of Indian independence by. Are you correct answer to option C, Syamaji Krishna Verma. Syamji Krishna Verma. Question number 504, the leader who quit politics, retired to Pondicherry and set up an ashram there was. Are you correct answer to option D, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. Question number 505, Jawaharlal Nehru had helped to start the newspaper. Are you correct answer to option B, National Herald. Question number 506, Gandhi gave the call to reject all foreign goods during the Desh movement. Are you correct answer to option C, Swadeshi movement. Question number 507, Lord Mountbatten had replaced Lord Desh as the Viceroy of India in 1947. Are you correct answer to option A, Wavell, Lord Wavell. Question number 508, Sir Syed Ahmed Khan had started a reform movement among the Muslims called the Desh movement. Are you correct answer to option C, option B, Aligarh movement. Question number 509, who among the following had attended all the 3 roundtable conferences in London? Correct answer to option B, B.R. Ambedkar. Question number 510, the act constituting the first legislative interference by the British Parliament in the affairs of India was the. Correct answer to option C, Regulating Act 1773. Question number 511, who among the following had pioneered the Khilafat movement? Are you correct answer option A, the Ali brothers. Question number 512, who had been the first to emphasize the instruction in literature and science through the English language was essential for building a modern India? Are you correct answer to option C, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Question number 513, the office of Governor General of India was created by the. Are you correct answer option C, Charter Act 1833. Question number 514, who had set up the Untouchability League for the eradication of the evil of untouchability? Are you correct answer to option D, Mahatma Gandhi. Question number 515, in 1908, Bal Gangadhar Tilak was imprisoned for 6 years and sent to. Are you correct answer to option A, Mandalay. Question number 516, the Ancient Monuments Preservation Act was passed during the Viceroyalty of. Are you correct answer to option B, Curzon, Lord Curzon. Question number 517, who has been called the heroine of the 1942 Quit India movement? Are you correct answer to option D, Aruna Asaf Ali. Question number 518, in Bengal, the East India Company's headquarters were located at. Are you correct answer to option B, Fort William. Question number 519, who was the first to use the term Adivasi to refer to the tribal people? Are you correct answer to option B, Thakkar Bappa. Question number 520, among the numerous followers of Gandhi's philosophy was where? Are you correct answer option C, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Question number 521, who was the Congress president at the time when India became free? Are you correct answer to option D, J.B. Kripalani. Question number 522, in the absence of Gandhi, the Quit India movement had been led by. Are you correct answer to option C, Aruna Asaf Ali. Question number 523, the non-cooperation movement was withdrawn in 1920 because of. Are you correct answer to option D, violence erupting at Sori Sora. Question number 524, the revolutionary who died of a 64 days hunger strike was. Are you correct answer to option C, Jatin Das. Question number 525, the Indian naval mutiny against the British took place in the year. Are you correct answer to option C, 1946. Question number 526, who was in command of the nationalist movement before Gandhi had assumed leadership of the Congress? Are you correct answer to option D, Lokmanya Tilak. Question number 527, who had founded the first women's university in India? Are you correct answer to option D, Dhondo Keshav Karve. Question number 528, who had given out the political message or India for the Indians? আৰু ইয়াৰ correct answer to option B, Dayananda Saraswati. Question number 529, the All India Muslim League was formed in 1906 at, আৰু ইয়াৰ correct answer to option B, Dhaka. Question number 530, the upliftment or the backward classes had been the prime concern of the, আৰু ইয়াৰ correct answer to option C, Satya Shodhak Samaj. Question number 531, Rabindranath Tagore had renounced his knighthood because, yeah, correct answer option C, of this Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Question number 532, the Budhan movement had been started by, or yeah, correct answer to option D, Vinoda Bhave. Question number 533, during the Dandi March, this song Raghupati Raghav Rajaram had been sung by the renowned musician, or yeah, correct answer option A, Digambar Vishnu Paluskar. Question number 534, who had started with regard to the reformation and ration deter of the Indian National Congress a safety valve for the escape of great and growing forces generated by our own action was urgently needed. Or yeah, correct answer to option A. O. Hume, Alan Octavian Hume. Question number 535, who among the following had been the leader of a number of anti-British revolts in Sambalpur? Or yeah, correct answer to option B, Surendra Sai. Question number 536, who among the following had been a high court judge, an economist, a social reformer among the founders of the INC, besides being regarded by A.O. Hume as his political guru? Or yeah, correct answer option C, Mahadev Govind Ranade. Question number 537, the Communal Award, which was subsequently changed following Gandhi's fast unto death in a jail at Pune, had been given by, or yeah, correct answer option A, Ramsay MacDonald. Question number 538, who had become the first Governor General of India after independence? Or yeah, correct answer to option D, Lord Mountbatten. Question number 539, who had the Sir Charles Wood dispatch of 1854 primarily dealt with? Or yeah, correct answer option C, educational reforms. Question number 540, the landmarks or Dalhousie's administration did not include? Or yeah, correct answer option B, English as the medium of instruction. Question number 541, the East India Company had taken Bombay from? Or yeah, correct answer option C, Charles II. Question number 542, who among the following had during his reign introduced a new calendar, a new system or coinage, and new scales or weights and measures? Or yeah, correct answer option A, Tipu Sultan. Question number 543, during the Anglo-French struggle in the Carnatic, the French were finally defeated by the English in the Battle of? Or yeah, correct answer option C, Wandiwas. Question number 544, the English rounded Kolkata after obtaining the zamindari of 3 villages, viz. Sutanuti, Kalikata and Govindapur from the Mughal Viceroy of Bengal in 1698. The nucleus of the British settlement in Calcutta was? Or yeah, correct answer option C, Fort William. Question number 545, the immediate cause of the Battle of Plassey was? Or yeah, correct answer option D, Sirajuddaullah's attack on Fort William and capture of Calcutta, Alinagar. Question number 546, Nawab Sirajuddaulah of Bengal was defeated by the English in the Battle of Plassey mainly? Or yeah, correct answer option B, because of Clive's conspiracy with the Nawab's commander-in-chief Mir Jafar and rich bankers of Bengal. Question number 547, Plassey is located near? Or yeah, correct answer option A, Murshidabad in West Bengal. Question number 548, by the Act of 1858, the power of the Board of Control and the Court of Directors were transferred to? Or yeah, correct answer option A, the Secretary of State. Question number 549, the Governor General was given power to issue ordinances by the Act of? Or yeah, correct answer to option B, 1861. Question number 550, the maximum number of additional members for the Council of Bengal was raised from 20 to? Or yeah, correct answer to option B, 50. Question number 551, communal representation was for the first time given in the interest of Muslims by? Or yeah, correct answer to option A, the Indian Council Act of 1909. Question number 552, এইটো মেথছ দি ফলোইং আছে, লিষ্ট 1 আৰু লিষ্ট 2 দুখন দিয়া আছে, আপোনালোকে কুৱেশ্যনছটো চাই লওক, মই ডিক্টেট নকৰোঁ। তো লিষ্ট 1 লিষ্ট 2 আৰু ইয়াৰ কাৰেক্ট এনচাৰটো অপশ্যন এ উইল বি দি কাৰেক্ট এনচাৰ ফৰ কুৱেশ্যন নম্বৰ 552. Question number 553, the Governor of India Act of 1919 made provision for the appointment of A.N. Dash for India in the United Kingdom. Or yeah, correct answer to option B, Council. Question number 554, the High Commissioner for India in the United Kingdom must be appointed by? Or yeah, correct answer to option B, the Government of India. Question number 555, bicameral legislature was first provided to India by the? Or yeah, correct answer to option C, Government of India Act of 1919. Question number 556, as per Act of 1919, the lower house of the central legislature was known as, or yeah, correct answer to option B, Legislative Assembly. Question number 557, provision was made in the Act of 1919 for the appointment of a commission in dash to investigate the working of the Constitution, or yeah, correct answer to option B, 1929. Question number 558, the Government of India Act of 1935 consists of dash sections and 10 schedules, or yeah, correct answer to option C, 321 sections and 10 schedules. Question number 559, which of the following statements is not correct? The materials for the Government of India Act of 1935 were drawn from, or yeah, correct answer to option D, Morley Minto reforms. Question number 560, the Government of India Act of 1935 borrowed its preamble from, or yeah, correct answer to option C, from the Government of India Act of 1919. Question number 561, which of the following statements is not correct? Provision was made in the Act of 1935 for, or yeah, correct answer to option D, a list of subjects for princely states. Question number 562, a federal railway authority was established by the Act of, or yeah, correct answer to option C, 1935. Question number 563, which of the following statements is not correct? As per the Act of 1935, the federal court would give jurisdiction to decide disputes between, or yeah, correct answer to option D, the Secretary of State and the Viceroy's Council. Question number 564, during the Second World War, the British forces were defeated at, or yeah, correct answer to option B, Dunkirk. Question number 565, we do not seek our independence out of Britain's ruin, said, yeah, correct answer option B, Mahatma Gandhi. Question number 566, during the Second World War, Churchill replaced Desh as Prime Minister of England, or yeah, correct answer to option A, Chamberlain. Question number 567, who said that we had not become His Majesty's first minister to preside over the liquidation of the British Empire, or yeah, correct answer to option B, Churchill. Question number 568, August offer was issued on dash 1940, or yeah, correct answer to option A, 8 August 1940. Question number 569, August offer was issued by, or yeah, correct answer to option C, Viceroy. Question number 570, the Indians were allowed to frame their constitution by, or yeah, correct answer to option C, August offer. Question number 571, Jinnah gave his opposition to Wavell's plan in the conference held at, or yeah, correct answer to option B, Simla. Question number 572, the cabinet mission which arrived Delhi in 1946 was headed by, or yeah, correct answer to option A, Lord Patrick Lawrence. Question number 573, in the provinces were allowed to form groups with common executives and legislatures, or yeah, correct answer to option C, cabinet mission plan. Question number 574, as per cabinet mission plan, the strength of the Constituent Assembly would be, or yeah, correct answer option A, 389. Question number 575, in the cabinet mission plan, provision was made for the commission's provinces to present by desk members in the Constituent Assembly, or yeah, correct answer to option D, 4. Question number 576, as per cabinet mission plan, the princely states would be represented by desk members in the Constituent Assembly, or yeah, correct answer to option B, 93 members. Question number 577, the constitution drawn by the Constituent Assembly provided in the cabinet mission plan would be implemented by, or yeah, correct answer to option B, the British government. Question number 578, which of the following was not included in the treaty to be negotiated as provided in the cabinet mission plan, or yeah, correct answer to option C, Indian National Congress. Question number 579, as per the cabinet mission plan, the power would be first transferred to, or yeah, correct answer to option B, the interim government. Question number 580, the province of Bengal constituted by the Act of 1935 would cease to exist as per, or yeah, correct answer to option C, the Indian Independence Act of 1947. Question number 581, as per the Act of Indian Independence, the boundaries of East Bengal, West Bengal and Assam would be determined by, or yeah, correct answer to option C, the award of a boundary commission. Question number 582, which of the following was not included in Pakistan by the Independence Act, or yeah, correct answer to option D, West Bengal. Question number 583, as per Indian Independence Act, the suzerainty of His Majesty over the Indian state would come to an end on, or yeah, correct answer to option B, 14 August 1947. Question number 584, who played an important role in bringing all the states in the independent India into the country's unity, or yeah, correct answer to option A, Sardar Patel. Question number 545, Sardar Patel brought all the Indian states into the country's unity, or yeah, correct answer to option C, by a bloodless revolution. Question number 546, on cabinet mission, Desh observed the proposals preserve the essential unity of India, which threatened by the dispute between two major communities, or yeah, correct answer option A, Lord Wavell. Question number 587, Desh was primarily responsible for making India a secular state, or yeah, correct answer to option C, Jawaharlal Nehru. Question number 588, which of the following influenced the makers of Indian Constitution? Yeah, correct answer option C, the Constitution of USA. Question number 589, of the following who are not given reserved seats in the Indian legislature, or yeah, correct answer to option D, landed gentry. Question number 590, India is in favor of dash in the economic field. Are you correct answer to option C, mixed economy. Question number 591, Tashkent agreement was signed between India and are you correct answer to option A, Pakistan. Question number 592, China invaded Indian frontiers in the year dash. Are you correct answer to option C, 1962. Question number 593, Tashkent agreement was signed between India and Pakistan in the year. Are you correct answer to option B, 1966. Question number 594, before the regulating act was passed in 1773, there was dash at home to administer the East India Company. Are you correct answer to option A, committee of 24. Question number 595, the presidents of early English settlements, Madras, Bombay and Calcutta were responsible to, are you correct answer to option C, the home government of the country. Question number 596, which of the following statements is not correct? According to Pitts India Act, the Board of Control would consist of, are you correct answer to option D, the Governor General. Question number 597, as per Pitts India Act, the Committee of Secrecy would consist of 3 members of, are you correct answer of option B, the Court of Directors. Question number 598, the Pitts India Act empowered the Governor General with, are you correct answer to option B, a casting vote. Question number 599, Pitts India Act brought the company in direct subordination to a body representing, are you correct answer to option A, the Parliament of Britain. Question number 600, the objective of non-alignment of India's foreign policy means, are you correct answer to option B, to judge every international issue on its own merit. Question number 601, the Indian Civil Service examination was thrown open to all by the Act of, are you correct answer to option B, 1858. Question number 602, indirect election was introduced in India by the Act of, are you correct answer to hobo etu yate answer to dia nai to moi pisot sai pelai koi dim. Question number 603, as per the Act of 1919, the Council of India would consist of a minimum of 8 and a maximum of dash members. Are you correct answer to option B, 12 members. Question number 604, the term of office of member of the Council of India as per the Act of 1919 was, are you correct answer to option A, 5 years. Question number 605, as per August Topper, the British objective for India was, are you correct answer option A, dominion status. Question number 606, Wavell Plan was announced in the year, are you correct answer to option A, 1945. Question number 607, as per Wavell's plan, the external affairs would be under the charge of, or a correct answer to option C, an Indian member of the Executive Council. Question number 608, the Cabinet Mission Plan ruled out the possibility of the formation of, or a correct answer to option B, Pakistan. Question number 609, the Simla Conference, which was convened as per Wavell's plan, ended in failure because of the stiff opposition of, or a correct answer to option C, Jinnah. Question number 610, as per the Indian Independence Act of 1947, which of the following did not form a part of Pakistan? Are you correct answer to option D, Assam. Question number 611, of the following which did not influence the fathers of Indian Constitution? The Constitution of, are you correct answer to option B, the USSR. 612, the first strategically placed factory that the Britishers had fortified was at, are you correct answer to option D, Madras. Question number 613, to whom is the statement cowardice and ahimsa do not go together any more than water and fire attributed? Are you correct answer option B, M.K. Gandhi. Question number 614, the Indian National Congress had been formed with the knowledge and approval of Lord, are you correct answer option A, Dufferin. Question number 615, Lord is regarded to have been the father of local self-government in India, are you correct answer option A, Ripon. Question number 618, the problem that existed, exercised and evoked the reformists in the 19th century to the greatest extent related to, are you correct answer option D, women's issue. Question number 617, which of the following was the most important feature of the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms? Are you correct answer option C, system of diarchy. Question number 618, the famous Quit India resolution was passed on, are you correct answer option A, August 8, 1942. Question number 619, on which they had Premier Attlee considered that the British would quit India by June 1948, or a correct answer option D, February 20, 1947. Question number 620, the revolt of 1857 had its beginnings in, or a correct answer option A, Meerut. Question number 621, who had formulated and perfected the use of the subsidiary alliance system, or a correct answer option D, Lord Wellesley. Question number 622, whom had the rebels of 1857 enthroned as the Emperor Empress of India, or a correct answer option C, Bahadur Shah Zafar. Question number 623, which great war was fought between the years 1914 and 1918? Are you correct answer to option B, the First World War. Question number 624, in which year was the Indian Home Rule Society founded? Are you correct answer to option A, 1905. Question number 625, who had founded the Indian Home Rule Society? Are you correct answer to option D, Syamaji Krishna Verma. তো ইমানে আছিলে ফ্ৰেণ্ডছ মডাৰ্ণ ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰী পাৰ্ট 6 তো এইখিনিতে সমাপ্ত হ'ল এনচিয়ান ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰী মেডিভেল ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰী মডাৰ্ণ ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰী গোটেইকেইটা পাৰ্টে কমপ্লিট হ'ল এনচিয়ান ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰীত 5টা পাৰ্ট আছিলে মেডিভেল ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰীত 5টা পাৰ্ট আৰু এতিয়া মডাৰ্ণ ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰীত টোটেল 6টা পাৰ্ট হ'ল তো টোটেল এৰাউণ্ড আপোনালোকে গোটেইখিনি মিলাই পেলাই 1125টামান MCQs 1625টা MCQs পাই গ'ল তো আই হোপ এইখিনি হেল্পফুল হ'ব যিকোনো কম্পিটিটিভ এক্সামছ এটেম্প কৰিবৰ কাৰণে যদি ইন কেছ অফ ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰী পৰ্চনটোৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আৰু বাকীকেইটা যোনকেইবিলাক ভিডিঅ'ছ আছে সেইবোৰ এটা প্লে'লিষ্ট ক্ৰিয়েট কৰি থৈছোঁ ভিডিঅ'জ অন MCQs সেই প্লে'লিষ্টটোৰ লিংকটো এই ভিডিঅ'ৰ ডেছক্ৰিপশ্যনত আপোনালোকক প্ৰভাইড কৰিম তাতে গৈ পেলাই আপোনালোকে বাকী MCQsবিলাক ভিউ কৰি চাব পাৰিব নট অনলি ইণ্ডিয়ান হিষ্ট্ৰী বাকী অন্য ছাবজেক্ট ৱাইজ MCQsো তাতে এভেইলেবল আছে আৰু লগতে মোৰ আৰু এটা চেনেল আছে সেই চেনেলটোৰ লিংকটো এই ভিডিঅ'টোৰ ডেছক্ৰিপশ্যনত প্ৰভাইড কৰিম আপোনালোকে সেইটো চেনেলো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি ল'ব পাৰে চ' ডেট আৰু অলপ এক্সট্ৰা গাইডেঞ্চ পায় ইন মানে কম্পিটিটিভ এক্সামছবিলাক দিয়াৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আৰু অলপ এক্সট্ৰা গাইডেঞ্চ যাতে পায় তো ভিডিঅ'টো ইমানতে সমাপ্ত কৰিলোঁ মোৰ ভিডিঅ'টো চাই যদি ভাল পালে মোৰ চেনেলটো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি ল'ব লগতে আপোনালোকৰ যিমানখিনি ফেমিলি ফ্ৰেণ্ডছ ৰিলেটিভছ আৰু চিনাকি এক্সপিৰিয়েঞ্চ আছে তেওঁলোকৰ লগত মোৰ চেনেলটো শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিব আৰু লগতে কমেণ্ট ছেকশ্যনত জনাব কিবা যদি কুৱেশ্যন থাকে ডাউট থাকে মই নিশ্চয় আপোনালোকৰ কুৱেশ্যনছ আৰু ডাউটছবিলাকৰ ৰিপ্লাই দিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিম ঠিক আছে ফ্ৰেণ্ডছ তো আজি ইমানতে আপোনালোক সকলোৰ পৰা বিদায় ল'লোঁ কাইলৈ পুনৰ এটা নতুন ভিডিঅ'লৈ আপোনালোকৰ সন্মুখত উপস্থিত হ'ম তেতিয়ালৈকে ভালকৈ প্ৰিপেৰেশ্যন কৰি থাকক সকলোলৈ অল দি বেষ্ট থাকিলে বাই এণ্ড টেক কেয়াৰ ফ্ৰেণ্ডছ ভাৰত মাতা কি জয় জয় আই অসম